Hello, and welcome to Alchemy Mindset. I'm your host, Anna Hastie, business mindset coach for women and a sound healer. If you are ready to become the most aligned, magnetic, and confident businesswoman you are worthy and deserving of being, then this show is for you. This is where I share everything from mindset, energy, and spirituality, and how to embody your future self in business and life. Sprinkle that with deeply relaxing sound healings and meditations, and you have the Alchemy Mindset podcast. Hit subscribe so you always get the latest episode. Now let's begin. Hello. Welcome back to the Alchemy Mindset podcast. I am your host, Anna Hastie. I'm a sound bath healer and a mindset coach. And welcome to this beautiful, amazing show, channel, location where I share everything about mindset, sound bath healing, spirituality, sound baths. I think I already said that. All the things that I love and that I do within my business. Welcome. Oh my goodness. I had the best morning. Today, Mon and I did our second/final Shinju Sunrise Sound Bath for the Shinju Matsuri Festival of 2024. And let's just say we hit our record-breaking crowd. Oh my gosh, we had 42 beautiful souls come and attend, and it was just so magical to share sound bath with them and know that they're receiving this healing. It has this beautiful ripple out effect into the world, into the community, for our state, our country, our planet. Amazing. So that was so much fun. And then tonight, oh my goodness, it's my first, and it's fully booked, weeknight evening sound bath, which I'm now doing at Evolve Co-Wellness HQ in Broome. So basically, I've teamed up with this amazing fitness center or gym, but really Mel, who runs it, is creating this beautiful holistic and wellness aspect to what she offers in fitness, so that she's attracting all these like-minded people who love to help others through spirituality, through mindset, through nutrition, through all that kind of stuff. Complete holistic aspect of what she can offer her community. I've joined them as the sound bath healer. Woohoo! So yeah, we're doing our first class, our first session tonight. And again, it's fully booked. Oh my goodness. Thank you to the Broome community for investing in yourself, because this isn't just about me. This is about you and taking time for yourself. And this is just so magical. So hooray. So excited. Fun time. So double sound baths today. No wonder I'm feeling a bit buzzed. I thought I'd be really tired by the time I came to sit down at my desk today, but no, I'm feeling quite wired, which is not unusual after doing sound baths. I often feel quite energized afterwards. Let's see how I go once I've finished these beautiful sound baths today. So let's get on with the show. Today's episode is inspired from two people who recently came into my little zone and were either new to Broome or had moved away from Broome and were wanting to reintroduce their already established business into their new hometowns. So this is an episode where I basically share my reply to these people as to what I would do if I was in their situation. And what I'm incorporating in this episode is not only the energy and the embodiment and the mindset aspect, but also my strategy. Like, what would I do on a practical, step-by-step, how would I put myself out there type process if I had moved to a new town and was dragging along my already successful and thriving business? How would I relaunch that into a new community? Because that's a whole thing to do. Like, knowing that you've come from somewhere where your business was just rip-roaring, succeeding, and you're having a fun old time with it. And then to go, well, you know what? I need to have a bit of sea change wherever life's taking me. I'm in this new town. Holy moly, how do I crack into this market doing what I do? And going through all the motions again, as well as working through all the BS that does come up through the mindset. So if this is something you're going to be facing in the near future, you might want to save this episode. But also, it's a really good episode to just check in. Like, if you're feeling things are a bit stagnant or a bit stuck or things haven't been progressing lately, you can use this as a little checklist as well to be like, oh, okay, have I done this recently? Am I going to do that? Is this going to work for me? Because I often find that sometimes when business gets a little bit dry, maybe when things aren't sort of shifting or moving to the next level, sometimes we have to revisit some really simple preliminary, I can't even say that word. I tried to say that the other day and it just didn't come out right. Initial is what I will say, initial steps, because sometimes those initial steps are the thing that will just give it that little push or a kickstart again. Because let's face it as well, business is always changing. Towns are always changing. Like regardless to whether you live in a tourist town like Broome or you live in a bigger city, people and populations continuously change. You're always going to have new people come into your zone. There's always going to be new places and spaces that pop up. So if anything, you need to continue and continuously put yourself out there each and every time. Which is kind of why I was inspired to find a new place to do evening or weeknights sound bath healings, because I realized that there's a whole lot of new faces in Broome that I just don't even recognize, and they probably don't know who I am because we don't mix in the same circles. I obviously work for myself. I live in my office. I don't travel anywhere for work, and I do certain activities where I'm with like pretty much the same people all the time. So I was like, well, if I want to spread the word of how magical sound baths are, if I want to help and transform the world through sound baths, I need to find new avenues and places and spaces to offer this as well. And you know what? It just gives me something exciting, something new to do. And I've got space in my calendar to do it. So that's exciting as well. Right, let's dive in. Let's get ready to roll. So if I was in their situation, these two people's situation, where I found myself living in a brand new town, and I was like, okay, what would I do again? What would I do that maybe I didn't do in the first time around when I did start my business? What would I do? So first of all, I'm going to go down the energy, embodiment, and mindset route, because that's what this podcast is usually all about. And these are sometimes the things, because I believe, I always say this, I bang on about this all the time. I will always say it. These three pillars go hand in hand with the process or your strategy or your steps that you're going to take practically, right? You can have all the steps and processes and strategies, but if your mindset's not on board, if your energy isn't clear, if you are doubting yourself in some way, shape, or form, you're going to be like maybe on the slower uptake than what you could be if you had that all in alignment with the goal you're wanting to achieve. And the goal in this situation is to sell or attract customers and clients into your business from a new town and get the word buzzing as to how amazing you are and what you offer. Making dollars, right? We want those dollar bills coming in. So energy and embodiment. I feel like these two really go hand in hand in this scenario, largely because it's about visualizing who you're wanting to attract, tuning into who you are in this new town and how you want to be seen, as well as what's happening with your own energy. So let's start with what I would do is so if I was in a new town, I'm obviously offering mindset coaching and sound baths. So I'm going to visualize how I would set up a sound bath space. Perhaps I've networked and I've found somewhere where I can offer this, and I'll get into a little bit more about that later. So what am I doing? I'm visualizing how I would set the room up, what I would take with me, what my first sound bath would be like. I'm visualizing how I'd be attracting these right clients, who they would be. Maybe I'm like relating them to some of my absolute favorite diehard sound bath clients that I've got now existing. Who am I in this new town? Like, how do I want to be seen? How do I want to be known? You're not necessarily reinventing yourself, okay? And you're not necessarily improving on yourself. You're just connecting to this future vision of yourself and bringing that forwards right now. So what is this person in this new town? What did they do on a regular basis? Like outside of the work, like which coffee shops do they like to go to? How they take care of themselves? What self-care activities are they doing? What are they doing with their families or new friends that they're making? What are they doing on weekends? Like, what is this version of you doing in this new town? How are they dressing? How are they walking around? How are they driving? What do they like to do? That kind of thing. So really tap into that energy and that embodiment. What needs to shift in my energetic field? Because going in from one place and space has a particular kind of energy you are attuned to, and now you're stepping into a brand new space. And you may not know this or be aware of it, and if you are, amazing. But every space and place you go to has different energy. It literally literally does, I can't use literary, literally does have new energy. And you're coming in with an existing kind of energy that may take a while to blend, shift, and just settle into this new vibe. For example, if you've come from like a city, different energy, different vibe, different way of life, different, like, let's say 9 to 5 way of life compared to here in Broome. It's more of a 8 till 3 kind of life, or an 8 till 2 kind of life, or whatever it is. It's a different lifestyle. It's a different form of energy. The earth has different energy. Like, there's different country that we're on. So be respectful and mindful of all of that. What's happening in your energetic field? Have you come away and you're feeling out of sorts, a bit heavy within yourself? Does something need shifting, balancing? Like, oh my goodness, when I've ever moved house, or I've moved a place, or something big has happened in my life, I take transition. So transition bushflower essence from the Australian bushflower essences. This one helps you move through life changes. So I take this whenever I've had like new housemates move in, when I've moved house myself, when I moved from Melbourne to Broome, all of those kind of things. I take that because it just helps me integrate what's happening energetically so that I can feel more supported within myself. I don't feel like I'm scattered or ungrounded, or that I'm struggling to find my place, because that happens when you move to somewhere new. You get there and it's all exciting, and then suddenly it's like the honeymoon period is over and you're like, whoa, something feels like, oh, am I homesick? Is this right for me? All those kind of things start coming up. I would be constantly reminding myself of my experience, my credibility, and who I have helped before and how I have run my business up to now, because this is going to lead us into the mindset thing. Because at the end of the day, you're just transferring one business from one location to another business. You're not necessarily restarting the whole wheel again, unless you want to, which is a whole other new conversation. But you could actually use some of these points for that anyway. But if you are wanting to start a brand new business in a new place, great, go for gold. I'm so excited for you. But if you're just moving your business from one location to another, that in itself can feel overwhelming, daunting. Is this going to work out? All the mindset things that are going to come up, and we'll talk about them in a moment. Remind yourself, you've done this before and the impact it had in that place and space. Now, if, for example, you started a business in the town that you've just moved from and it didn't quite take off as you hoped, and so you've moved to a new place, not just for your business, but for whatever's happened in life, and you're hoping that you can get it off the ground, you can. And in all honesty, this is where you would really want to hone in not only on your steps and processes or your strategy or what you would do to build the business, but your energy, your embodiment, and your mindset. Because I can guarantee whatever was holding you back in the last town, it's probably the same thing that might come up in this town. And it ain't the towns, it ain't the location or the people or the economy. It's you, babe. So this is where you need to work on yourself, because I can guarantee that your business would have been successful there had it been here. Unless, for example, I mean, this is going to be state the obvious. Like, let's just say you're a business where you were selling goods for a ski field and you moved to like the beach. Might not necessarily translate unless you're on the online space. I don't know. We're not going to get too bogged down in details and the nitty gritty. We're taking this as a general rule of thumb. You're smart, intellectual people. You'll understand what I'm saying. Although, yeah, can you take the snow to the beach or the beach to the snow? Let me know. Mindset. Because as I said, if something has been blocking you previously, it may come back to the surface again because it's a slightly new situation where it's coming up. We're peeling away the onion layers, people. Every time we work on ourselves, we are peeling back those onion layers. So even though you may have worked on, say, for example, fear of showing up, imposter syndrome, in one case scenario, it may come back up again because you're in a completely different scenario, but it's still a new scenario that's just been embedded in those little onion layers of yourself. So what fears or blocks are coming up? Have any of them repeated from last time when you first set up your business, or is it a whole new bag of mindset? Some of them could be fear of being seen as the new kid on the block, fear of being accepted by the new tribe, or are you going to be rejected? It's hard work to get established in an already existing new town. Well, I just want to tell you this. You established your business in an already existing town and community the first time around. Why is this one any different? feeling good enough, imposter syndrome, like question your experience and your credibility against other people, so also comparing yourself. The market is already saturated with the same or similar kind of service, whether or not people can afford your services, and is anybody ever going to like me or even buy from me? So they could be some of the fears or blocks coming up that would be like stopping you from moving forwards, taking action, being seen, making those first steps. And even if you are making the first steps, they could be the ones that are holding you back from really expanding your energy field and allowing people to come in, because your mindset also affects your energy field. And when you're kind of blocked and closed off, you are inadvertently, you are subconsciously saying to the universe, nah, can't do it. It's not going to be possible. Not for me. And the universe in itself is going, okay, well, we're going to make this like your way. And if you don't want anybody, we'll just not send anybody your way, because you're kind of like blocking them. So we're opening ourselves up. We're going to be vulnerable in this situation. You're going to be freaking vulnerable because you're relaunching yourself as an already credible, knowledgeable, successful person entering into the new team. It's like, rocking up to a party and not knowing anybody and then feeling like, shit, am I going to even make a friend? Is anybody even going to want to talk to me? Or am I just going to be hovering around the chips and dip the whole time because everybody else is in their little groups, which is not uncommon, and no one's going to talk to me? I'm going to say on a side note here, this is my observation of life. I often feel like society is no different to high school. I honestly feel like that if you think of the shit that went down in high school, it's the same shit that goes on in the real world. Adults are no different to children. They're just an older version trying to deal with their own shit. That's a conversation for another time. Okay, let's get into the steps. Are you ready? You can use this like a little checklist. I'm putting this in no particular order. It's just things that came up as I was thinking about what I would do. First of all, I would jump on all the Facebook pages and cross-share from my existing Facebook page to the new community pages, providing I'm following the page rules and guidelines. So if the page says this is for conversations about your dog, you might not want to be advertising your jewelry business on that page, right? So be mindful and respectful of community page and guidelines, be respectful, blah, blah, blah. You know how to use that. But I would just be jumping onto like something as similar as the notice board. If you're a mums groups, if you're into the health and wellness scene, the like the tribe, the holistic pages. If you're in like, the automotive industry, it's just sprung to mind. Maybe you can advertise on like the buy, sell, swap car pages or something like that, So think of all the community pages you're already existing on. Look for the ones in the new place and where you can cross post there. Share everything about you. A reintroduction post like, oh, hey, I'm new to the town, but this is what I do. Testimonials, like start republishing testimonials about your services and how much your previous clients loved you. Share things you would post on your page, share them to the relevant community pages where you can as well, right? And how new people can find you now. What have you done in the past? Like achievements, collabs, highlights, memories this time last year, little snippets about yourself. Like people love to get to know who you are, not just what you do. Align with businesses that would complement yours. Other Facebook pages could be like small business in whatever town or what's on in whatever town you're in. So there could be other things you could join. So collab, share, collab. Align with the business that would complement yours. Now, you're not here to steal customers because let me tell you, there's plenty of freaking people to go around for every single business out there. There has to be. Otherwise, there'd only be ever one of anything in the world. And geez Louise, they must be a massive production because they've got to serve all those people. Like there isn't just one plumber, there isn't just one electrician, and there isn't just one dentist or doctor. There's multiple because there's a lot of people and this freaking world is expanding in population. So we need more of people doing everything. So align with businesses that would complement yours. So for example, if you do essential oils or candles or soaps, maybe you want to look for businesses that would sell that kind of thing, florists, gift shops, all of that practical stuff, markets, community markets. If it's a service-based, maybe, or like a class-based, maybe you want to find other businesses. Like, for example, if I was teaching yoga, I would look at massage, chiros, physios, health shops, anywhere I could drop a poster or a business card, meet the owner, get chatting to the staff, invite them to a free thing, do something like that. Collab, collab, collab. Remember, there's plenty to go around. You're not stealing clients. You're just spreading the love of what you do and attracting the ones that are aligned to you, right? There's a person for everybody. Network, my least favorite thing to do. I hate networking. That's why I sit behind a podcast microphone, right? That's why I love talking on stories on Instagram. That's my form of networking. Networking. All right. I did this right from the word go back in the day when I ran my massage therapy business, and it worked. It was painful. I hate having to introduce myself and talk about myself in that way, but it worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. I eventually aligned with certain businesses and they threw customers at me, and it was great. Vice versa. I threw customers back at them. So network, join networking groups like those business after hours or any sort of like come for a morning tea, get to know you kind of thing. Share your business cards to other aligned businesses. Make friends in the business community. Change your Facebook location personally. Put your new address up on your Facebook business page and change your Google business page. Now, if you don't have one of those already, get one. It's free, and basically it's like a kind of like a mini like contact us website page, but it's with Google. So Google will cross-reference that to your address and show you on Google Maps. Like if you were to find my business, you'd see that I live at the Buddha Sanctuary. It's amazing there. So basically, you just update that with your new page location, and even on your Google business page, it still allows you to post. You can do little posts on there and adverts and photos. Update all your photos with the new location, with a hello, with a blah, blah, blah. And even on your Facebook business page, do a massive hello, Townsville community, like I'm here for you, spreading the love, and maybe if you can tag or hashtag the town references and things like that. Welcome to my page if you are new. So do a post like that anyway, so that if anybody in this new town likes your page, they can go, oh, she's introducing herself to me. That's so cool. And also helps reintroduce you to existing clients. It's just a bit fresh, a bit fun. Everybody loves a reintroduce. Things may have changed last time you told them about yourself. Side note, it's on my list of things to do and I haven't done that in a while, so I will. I would share my business page to my personal Facebook page. And if I can do that on Instagram, I'd do the same. And here's why. Because the people, even though those people are your friends from wherever you've lived in the world, they might know someone in that town and tell them about you. Or they may share, or they may travel to the town, or you may already have some friends in the town that don't really know what you do, but they kind of know what you do, but you send the information through and then they know what you do, so then they can share it with other people or buy or come to your thing anyway, right? Share to your business page, your personal page. Sometimes that feels a bit awkward, I know. We're a bit like, oh, I have a business. This is what I do. I do it sometimes. I'm like, oh, I should share this to my personal page. If you looked at my personal page, I don't share a lot about my family or what I do. I do a lot of that on my business page. And you'd see on my personal page, a lot of it is like this class, this event, this post, this thing. So Facebook thinks I'm very boring as an individual, and I probably am. It's just because I share heaps on my business. Like I just find sometimes I'm just like, I can't be bothered like trying to put this all up on my personal stuff when my businesses and me are kind of like one identity in a way. Like when I'm not, but I am, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, meh. So yes, share your business page to your personal page. Let people know. This also communicates to the universe and to your energy and to your mindset that you are back in the game and that you are in this new town and you're establishing yourself there and you're ready to attract your clients and customers to your business, right? Do it. Do it. Even if nothing comes out of it, it doesn't matter. I always find that I have a checklist in my mind. Even if nothing comes out of this, I know I've done it. And this is proving to myself, my subconscious mind, the universe, that I'm serious and that it means something. create like an opening special or a like welcome to Townsville, I don't know, special or something like that. Particularly if you're wanting to attract certain people, you could offer it to other businesses like, hey, come and experience this for free. I would love to have you, so you can just let your people know, or have a discount or something like that. Opening specials are great. They're another way of getting people in the door. Like you could do a thing I was always referred to as calling it a give to get. So give something to get something. So you might want to, every time you have a new client come in this new town, you give them something that they can pass on or share to another person, so you get a referral. Maybe they get like $10 off something, so that when that person comes in, or them and their buddy gets $10 off your next thing, whatever. Like you make it kind of a give to get. And in that respect, just sort of introducing yourself, offering a little special, because people love the special, and attracting the clients and hopefully getting repeat and new clients as well. I think that's it. I think that's what I would literally do. Would I do this all in one day? No. Would I plug away at it in time? Yes. Would I make this a priority? Hells yeah. Would I continuously meditate and visualize every day my business thriving in this new place and what it would look like, and clients I'm attracting, and keeping myself on board with all of that? Yes. Would I be working on my mindset every time that little inner critic or the fear would come up? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes to all the above. Option D, yes to all of the above. Because this is how we do a business in a new town. This would be my goals. This is my exact steps if I started my business all over again. Yes. Now, have I missed anything? Is there anything else that you would want me to explain, or you would do, maybe different to me, or that you would, similar to me? Let me know. Share, comment, send me a DM. I'd love to know. What would you do if this was you? Do you find this helpful as well? Just let me know. Just say, yeah, super helpful. Thanks. Yeah, that's what I would do. And if you do find yourself in this situation right now where you're in a new town and the mindset BS is coming up, reach out to me. Let's do a 90-minute session. Let's just get you clear and free of anything that is coming up, so that you can feel more confident within yourself, more motivated, more productive, more reassured that your business is going to be okay and you are going to hit goals in this new town. The link down there is for the 90-minute coaching session. I would love to support you, because I just want everybody to survive, thrive, succeed, be amazing at what they do. And the world needs your gifts and talents, my friend. So have a fabulous day. Thank you for listening and playing along with this beautiful podcast game. And I can't wait to share another episode with you soon. I'm feeling that the next one's going to be a sound bath. I know we haven't done many of them recently, so stay tuned, get ready to relax, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to today's episode. Please rate and review this podcast so that it can continue to thrive and reach more listeners. I love to know who my listeners are, so please screenshot this episode and tag me on Instagram at Anna F. Hastie. And I look forward to connecting with you in the next episode.